Of Shuttle Endeavour. 6 astronauts and a storied legacy blasted off from Cape Canaveral this morning, making history. Liftoff was filled with tons of anticipation and lots of emotion as Endeavour lit up the Cape one last time. If there was ever a shuttle launch that brought a crowd together, this was it. After a 17-day delay, Endeavour roared off Launch Pad 39A for its 25th and final flight.
0 and liftoff for the final launch of Endeavour.
It was a fantastic launch, a really great day for us. A good example of us watching the weather.
The launch was near flawless, although the view was short-lived at Kennedy Space Center. A cloud deck at 5,000 feet only gave it about 22 seconds of visibility on the ground before it slipped past the thick layer.
I can almost guarantee that you'll see Atlantis longer for STS-135.
Hundreds of media gathered once again for a glimpse at history, watching a shuttle program near its finality and a shuttle near the end of its rotation, one that began May 7, 1992. Endeavour has been a workhorse for the fleet and a symbol of pride for all who have been shaken and stirred into orbit, like former Atlantis astronaut Mike Good.
It's bittersweet for sure. It's going to be tough to say goodbye to the space shuttle here this summer in July, probably the last mission. Because it's been such a fantastic vehicle.
The launch brought an emotional lift as well. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords made it back to the Cape, watching liftoff sitting in a wheelchair atop NASA's Launch Control Center with other astronaut families. Her husband, Commander Mark Kelly, took her wedding ring into space, a symbolic gesture he has done on past flights. And inside Endeavour somewhere is a handwritten personal note Giffords wrote to the shuttle commander.
For all of us, we were sort of speechless during this process. So there, I can't say there were a lot of words, during the viewing, but she did at the end say to me, I was sort of standing to her left, and she looked up at me and she said, "Good stuff. Good stuff."
It only took 8 minutes and 40 seconds for Endeavour to reach orbit, where it will spend the next 16 days at the International Space Station. 4 spacewalks are planned, the last scheduled spacewalks by shuttle crew members. Spare parts and a $2 billion science experiment will be delivered to the ISS for its future. One shuttle close to retirement and one more to go before a 30-year-old program turns a page in the history books. And Shuttle Endeavour will dock with the International Space Station on day 3 of the mission. That is Wednesday. If weather cooperates, the Shuttle Endeavour will land June 1st. Now, during the 14-day mission, Giffords will provide 2 wake-up songs dedicated to Mark Kelly, her husband, and she will also talk to him in a video conference from Houston. Well, 10